Okay, we are here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. Fxpassion reading, and this is Forex Trader Course 101 for beginners. Okay, and if this is your first time, everybody, what we are trying to do here, we are trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader. Pillar number one, strategy and or system. Pillar number two, we're trying to learn and understand how risk management affects our strategy and our system. And the big one, number three, the psychology part. We're trying to understand how psychology affects our decisions and our system decisions. Jabba, hello, where are the past lessons? I put a link, I hope it works. And Max is asking the same. If there is a possibility, where can we get the other lessons? Guys, I am trying YouTube just for the past lessons, nothing else, but I don't have much time, so hopefully next week. Okay, hopefully next week. So hello Jabba, hello Dr. MG, hello Max, hello MG again, hello DMW Ash Nyati. Guys, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your names correctly. Okay, so the three pillars, and we are trying to do this with this stuff on the left, those modules: basic module, market structure, highs and lows, trends. And so we are in the beginner module. Let's cover the basic. We are in the beginner module, and we are learning about trend lines, right? Today is lesson 8, the three trend lines in the advanced. Remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, everybody. For questions or homeworks, trading view house rules apply, you can contact me in private chat, or you have the details in the signature field. And never forget, having 2 skills is better than 1, and having 3 or 4 or 5 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty. And good news for the beginner traders, trading is a learnable skill. Okay, you can learn this, everybody. That being said, let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts and USD JPY. We're going to open USD JPY and start the lesson. USD JPY. USD JPY, and here's symbol one more time. Okay, great. Okay, now let's remove the drawings, remove the indicators, Okay. Hello, Max. Everybody, hopefully you are seeing USDJ. Remove drawings. Okay. Hopefully you are seeing USDJPY. Up left corner, monthly chart. Down left corner, weekly chart. Right up corner, daily chart. Right down corner, 4-hour chart. Hello, Spider, how are you? For the beginner trader, question: is USDJPY in an uptrend or in a downtrend? And then we're going to talk about the 3 trend lines. Everybody, is USDJPY up or is USDJPY down? Max says downtrend. General question. I'm a beginner trader. I have no clue about the market, and I go to the monthly and I'm seeing a picture, and then I go to the weekly and I see another picture, you know, then I'm on the daily and I'm seeing another picture, you know, and then I'm the 4-hour chart and I'm seeing another picture. And if I go on the 15-minute chart, I'm going to see a different picture one more time. Spider depends on the time frame. DMW range market. Okay, right? Somebody's going to say uptrend, somebody's going to say range, somebody's going to say downtrend. So we're going to talk about the 3 trend lines, okay? That talking about technical analysis in the Forex market, okay? 3 trend lines. So we have what is called the long term, also called general or overall trend line. Okay. Number 2 is going to be the medium term TL trend line, and then we are going to have the short term trend line, okay, also called aggressive. And we can have more than one aggressive TL trend line. Ariane says 4 hours in uptrend. Well, we are going to check, everybody. Okay, so those are the 3 trend lines, and you have already the homework. What is going to be the homework? Try to find, you know, so if you have something like this, you know, this would be one, and then we're going to have something like this. This is going to be the medium up trend line, and then we are going to have somewhere in here something like this, you know. Just one more time, and we can have more than one, you know. Sometimes the market is going to go ballistic, you know, something like, okay. So this would be an example, everybody, when the market behaves like this, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, then start to do something like this, you know, something like this, and something like this, and like this, and like this. Okay? This is theory, then we're going to check the live market. Okay? Take a photo, screenshot, whatever. Okay? This would be an example. Okay? This would be an example. You know? The red is the long term, and so this would be the long term, the red, right? And the orange one would be the medium term. Okay, so it's just an example, you know, trend lines come in all angles. So long term TL trend line would be like this, and clone, the orange one would be the medium term. Lower highs and lower lows. Yes, this is a downtrend, correct? Medium term trend line. And clone. The blue one would be the short term, right? So click. Okay, short term trend line. Okay, everybody? Makes sense? Makes sense? And this is going to be the homework, you know? Homework. Try to find and draw the long-term trend line, the medium-term trend line, and the short-term trend line, and the aggressive ones on the currency pair of your choice and on the time. Now, for the beginner trader, sometime, you know, and everybody, this would be the extension, right? This would be the extension from the market wave. This would be the extension from the market wave. Okay? But as beginner traders, we are not seeing this, right? Now, after the extension, what it's a must? What must happen? Let's see, everybody, today is lesson 8. Let's see if you learned something with the previous lessons. What must happen in order for the market to move? You know, the market was an extension, right? Then what must happen? A retracement, okay, exactly. So now I'm going to delete the wave. Now pay attention, everybody. I mean the beginner traders, you know, the market is going to do something like this and something like this. Okay, tell me, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Make no mistake, those are the charts. We're going to see this in just about a minute. PP says uptrend. Teacher PP, you are the master, you're the teacher, I'm your student. Teacher, but the market's making lower lows, lower highs. Teacher PP, the market's making lower lows, lower highs. How can we possibly be in an uptrend? Spider, up retracement, yes sir, but are we talking about trends, you know? Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? And PP, if you said uptrend, so should we buy this chunk of price movement, everybody? Should we buy? See how easy it is to lose money, everybody? Short-term downtrend. So should we sell or should we buy? What should we do? This could be the 15-minute chart, the 30-minute chart, the 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart. DMW changing to downtrend. Wait after retracement complete, then buy. What if this is the daily chart, everybody? Are you going to stay out for a month? So yes, everybody, all of you are correct. Now the beginner trader, okay? Vocabulary for the beginner trader. You know, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Well, we are. So why do we have the 3 trend lines? You know, those are going to show us the short-term perspective, the medium-term perspective, and the long-term perspective of the market. Elio, buy. Scalp the downtrend line, wait for the change in condition for long. We are far away from scalping, Spider. Everybody, this is a beginner's course. Okay, we are far away from MACD, stochastic, multiple time frame trading. Okay, today's lesson number 8. Okay, so the 3 trend lines. Now the market broke the short-term trend line, right? Here, the market broke the short-term trend line. Let's see if I can make it bigger. In here. So are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? No. So short term, talking about the trend lines, everybody. Okay, remember not to mix apples with bananas. When we're talking about structure, we're talking about structure. When we're talking about the short-term trend, we're talking about the short-term trend. When we're talking about the trend lines, we are talking about the trend lines. So the market broke the short-term trend line. So we are in a short-term downtrend. Make sense? But we are still in the long-term what? We could be in a short-term downtrend. And all of you are right, everybody. This is an up retracement. So we are in a short-term downtrend, also called up retracement. But at the same time, this is the challenge for the beginner trader to understand. At the same time, we are still in the long-term uptrend. Yes, Max, congratulations to you. And in the same time, we are at the medium-term uptrend, defining the trend by the 3 trend lines. Okay, make sense, everybody, or it's too complicated? If I'm going too fast, tell me. Passion, slow down. Okay, now it's not a general rule, everybody, but many times, you know, the market loves to behave how? When it breaks one trend line, is going to go most likely, probability wise, to the other trend line. Okay, and maybe I'm on a 4-hour chart, maybe I'm on the 2-hour chart, you know, and I'm trying to buy the market, you know, or whatever, and now the market does something like this, you know. So what are we now? What are we in an uptrend? We are here right now. We're going to check the charts in a second. We are here. What are we, in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? And watch this lesson. If you're a beginner trader, 2 or 3 times, watch this lesson and study your charts, everybody. Try to translate what we are teaching you here. You know, try to translate this theory into the charts. Medium downtrend was broken. The market broke the medium-term trend line. You know, right? So what should we do here? Should we go short? Should we go long? You know, what should we do? Elio, we are in a short downtrend. Yes, sir. We are still in a short-term downtrend. You know, why? Because the long-term trend line is still up. Okay? So for the beginner trader, when you are shorting the market, for the beginner trader, when you are shorting the market in here, or you are shorting the market in here, or you are shorting the market in here, and when you lose, why did we lose? One more time, for the beginner trader, you know, we open our trading station, our charting software, our platform, you know, whatever, and we are seeing this, right? I cannot compress more the chart. And now we are seeing this picture, or maybe we are seeing this picture, but our brain, it's processing only the smaller quadrant. Make sense, everybody? Just because you are seeing something, this doesn't mean that your brain, or at least our brain, is everything. You know, so not this one. So many times, you know, when we as beginner traders, we would short here, or short here, and then we would lose. Talking about the 3 trend lines, why is that? Why is that? What's the logic behind this? And the market, sure, the market can do anything it wants. You know, it can go down, 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 and then up, right? Why did we lose, everybody? I know some of you, come on. I know some of you guys. We are entering on the 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart. Not that much on the 4-hour chart. And we are buying and selling short-term trends, you know, and we lose, you know. Unconscious incompetence. Why did we lose? Exactly, Pip. Higher time frame controls the price, where not just the time frame, but the trend line. The trend line was still in place. Homework, try to relate to this. If you're a beginner trader and you are losing most of the time, you know, maybe you are buying, I mean, maybe you are selling, going short, you know, on the short-term downtrends where the long-term trend line is still in place. Make sense, everybody? So homework, try to find. Sometimes we're going to have all of them, you know, the short term, the medium term, and the long term. Sometimes we are not going to have all of them. Sometimes we are going to have the long term and the medium term. But this is the homework. Try to find and draw the 3 trend lines in order for you to see and understand, you know, okay, I'm here, I'm going to go long or short, whatever, you know, how my entry relates to the 3 trend lines. Make sense? On all time frames. Make sense, everybody, or is it too difficult? And so this is USD JPY week. Let's go on the monthly first. Weekly, monthly here, great. Monthly is down. So everybody, this is USD JPY monthly chart, right? We learned from the previous lessons, we have the upper band, we have the lower band, you know. USD JPY is in an uptrend or is in a downtrend? Makes sense, sir. Thank you, DMW, sir. Everybody, how are we going to draw the 3 trend lines? Where to start, you know? Okay. Is the market in an uptrend? Is the market in a downtrend? Is a long-term downtrend, long-term uptrend? Should I buy? Should I sell? Downtrend. Well, let's see, right? Let's see. So we learned yesterday, you know, how to identify trends. So uptrend, I need the lowest low, most relevant low, you know, the absolute low. So do we agree, everybody, that if I zoom in enough, do we agree that we have a low here? And do we have another low here? And we have another low here. Do we agree on this? Yesterday we were talking about how to spot and identify trends. Max says yes. Okay, so I'm going to connect this low to this low and zoom out, and I'm going to extend, not to break wicks or body, you know. Can I extend this template object clone? No, I cannot. Okay, let's compress the chart, everybody. I'm trying to extend this one as much as possible, you know. Okay. So everybody, where is your downtrend? Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Where is your downtrend? You should hold the sell if you bought on the downtrend. Elliot, this, thank you for the statement, the parameters. Okay. Everybody, there is no right or wrong, you know, you can go long or short, but try to make sense out of what you are doing. So everybody, downtrend, downtrend, where is the downtrend? So for the beginner trader, you know, talking about the three trend lines, are we in a long-term downtrend or are we in a long-term uptrend? Max, the market behaves between those two lines. When this is one of the first lessons, everybody, you know, once the market hit the lower band, then we are changing direction. This is the specific of the Forex market. Okay, the market behaves from the monthly chart like this. Okay, and also, you know, the absolute high, the downtrend is over, everybody. Max, do we agree, Max, me and you, do we agree that the downtrend is over? The market broke the downtrend line? Long-term uptrend, yes, sir. Long-term uptrend, yes, sir. Okay. Don't be shy, everybody, you know. There is no right or wrong. You can say I agree, you can say I don't agree, you know. Not a problem, we are here to talk. Okay. So we have a long-term uptrend. Let's see where we can find, or if we can find, the medium term. Okay, so as you can see, it's not, because I'm compressing the chart, you know, it's not this low should be connected to this low, you know. So let me do something like this. Then I'm going to, you know, so this would be the correct. This would be the correct. So this should be like this, right? Now let's zoom in the chart. Okay, so now medium term. Low to another low. I must not. I'm going to change colors. You know, it would be nice if trading you would put a feature, you know, that you can right-click on the and extend. Or maybe it has. You know, I'm new to TradingView, so let's see if I'm breaking any candles or something. Okay. So we have those two, right? We have the long-term uptrend line. We have the medium-term trend line. You can right-click, visual object clone, sync to all charts. Oh, thank you very much. Click on the trend line, go to settings and extend. Wow, thank you. Extend the left. Okay, thank you, Spider. Thank you very much. I learned. Thank you, Max, too. See, everybody, I'm learning from you too, you know. And now I have the long-term uptrend line. I have the medium-term uptrend line. Now let's delete this one. Let's zoom in, try not to break any rules of the trend lines, you know. And starting from this low, something like this. And let's color code this green or blue, green, maybe green. Streaming is gone? No, sir. We are still here. Okay. And we have one more aggressive one, you know, something like this. Maybe not the perfect one, you know, I'm not sure about the, so clone and blue, no, settings, extend. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. Now, this is the view of USD JPY with the 3 trend lines, everybody, on you. So what are we? Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? The market broke the aggressive one, the market broke the short term, also called aggressive, everybody. What are we? Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? What would you say? You can say uptrend, you can say downtrend, you can say I have no clue, you can say I don't know. Short-term downtrend, long-term uptrend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. And see, everybody, how this market is moving, you know. If it's going to move in the same pace, you know, what is happening here? When the market is going to hit, or the market hit here, you know, we are going to learn about support and resistance in the future lessons. But see how it's curious? If the market is going to continually push down and push down and push down, somewhere it's going to touch the orange line, right? Now, trading concept, you know, text concept for the beginner trader, trading concept. Don't enter the market at the trend lines before you see decisions, before you see what the market is going to decide. Everybody, don't enter the market at the trend lines. So the market is going to come here, maybe, you know, maybe yes, maybe not, we don't know. But when the market comes here, don't enter the market at the trend line before you see what the, how are we going to know, probability speaking, what the market has decided? To up or down. So let's say that the market is going to continue, it comes here, and I'm going to buy, right? Let's buy. The market is near the medium-term trend line. How are you going to spot? How are you going to see what the market is going to do? Everybody? It's the lesson from structure. How do we know that we are in extension, retracement, right? And talking about market structure, everybody, this is extension, yellow, and this is, until now, this is the retracement. Other color, extension. This is the first extension, talking about the market wave. This is the first retracement. Change the market structure? No, sir. If it breaks previous higher low? No, sir. Must break support and resistance, then decide to buy and sell? No, sir. Everybody, all of you are correct, okay? But talking about the trend lines, you know, when the market is going to go down in here, how we are going to see what the market has decided? Not the structure, you know, but the change in the short-term trend. So when we are going to see the change from the short-term trend that is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, not just break of one high or two, or the market can break, you know, and if the market breaks, it's going to go to until the other trend line, and we have here another point here, you know. And if the market breaks these two, you know, if you are everybody, if you're an experienced trader, it's okay, you know, you understand this. But if you're a beginner, don't just blindly jump. Wait, patiently wait for the market to show you what it's going to do. Make sense, everybody? The market is clear, you know, then we need to decide what pattern are we going to buy or sell. Make sense? Okay, delete, 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 and delete. So when the market breaks the aggressive trend line, everybody, what we can do, we are going to go here, the starting point of the downtrend, and we are going to draw a downtrend line. Make sense? So a general concept, and remember these lessons are not trading advice, okay, or investment advice. A general concept would be stay short until the market breaks the downtrend line. Make sense, everybody? Stay short until the market breaks the downtrend line. And this is a mindset. You know, this is a mindset. This is how we use the three trend lines. This is how we think. Okay, this is the mindset. Okay, and yes, just be patient, everybody. In the future lessons, we are going to learn about support, resistance, pivot. Okay, you know, and we're going to learn how to enter. We are going to learn how to manage the trade. Beginner traders, as me, we have great entries, but we lose, you know. We give all the money back to the market because we don't know how to manage our trades and how to properly exit. But talking about the trend lines, this is it, everybody. USD JPY monthly chart, we are in a short-term downtrend on the monthly chart. Don't confuse monthly with weekly with the daily, you know. And we are still in the long-term uptrend. And if you have a teacher, master trader, they say, no, this is not like this, you show him the trend line. Show him the trend lines, okay? If you have a trader, master, teacher, guru saying, no, USD JPY, it's in a downtrend, show him these lines here. And then ask questions politely, you know? Okay? Make sense, everybody? So this is the monthly chart, right? What's the time? Okay, let's go on the daily, okay? Daily chart. This is the daily chart. Let's compress the chart. And going back in time, right? Going back in time, you know, chart, you know, what would we do? Remember, everybody, from the previous lessons, every time frame on every currency pair has its own market structure, you know. and trends, and now trend lines. So maybe this is an easy one, right? We can start from the, so let's address number one, let's address market structure, okay, from the previous lesson. So extension, retracement, extension, retracement, higher highs, higher lows, extension, retracement, extension. From the daily chart, everybody, do we have lower lows, lower highs? Let me check. Let me check in here, lower lows, lower highs. Extension, retracement, extension, higher highs, lower. Okay. As you can see, everybody, from the daily chart, we have a down structure. So we have a down extension, you know, retracement, and this is it. Talking about market structure. So this would be the first extension, this would be the retracement, and we are here right now. Okay, so trend lines, right? The three trend lines. And somebody's asking, is it wrong if we draw on the daily chart the three trend lines like we did from the monthly chart? Answer, no, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Just remember, everybody, this is what it's difficult in the beginning. Try not to confuse, you know, try not to confuse, everybody, what you are analyzing or trading. Okay, because if you say, oh, I'm going to buy the up structure on the daily, we have no structure on the structure, down market wave. The market broke the relevant low in here. The market broke the structural low. Okay, we have a down structure until now, you know, so far. And because higher time frames control the smaller time frames, you know, we are going to wait for the market to break this relevant high, you know, and then we're going to say one more time, okay, now we have an up structure, you know, one more time. Okay, so this is why USD JPY, everybody, it's not the easiest pair to trade a beginner trader. Okay, because it's on the higher time frames you are going to see something, on the smaller time frames you are going to see something else. Make sense? But to make it easier, this is one story. Okay, and on the right we have now another story, and talking about the three trend lines, right? So this would be the long term on the daily. Everybody, don't mix apples with bananas. This is the long term down trend line on the daily time frame. No, this is the long term uptrend line. Well, you have this one on the monthly and weekly too. So it's not just the daily. Make sense? And if you want to be more specific, everybody, you say, okay, you know, okay, but this is the long-term downtrend line on the daily time frame relating to the down structure. And then the other guys will say, okay, now I agree, you know, now it's okay. Make sense, everybody? And this is all the lessons that we are having are the introduction to the so-called multiple time frame trading, where the daily chart, it's a structural part of the weekly chart, and the weekly chart is the structural part of the monthly chart, and so on and so on and so on. And long term, everybody. Now, hopefully this is going to make sense to you. What is long term on the daily, everybody? Let me see. Okay, this is the weekly. Let's go on the monthly. Okay, monthly chart, and this is the, oh, we have the monthly chart. Okay, let's go on the daily chart. Compress the chart, compress the chart daily. Okay, and hopefully now it's going to make sense to everybody. What is long term on the daily is short term on the monthly. Like passion, what? Yes, you need to study the charts, you need to do the homeworks, you know. What is long term on the daily chart? Every candle, it's a day, you know, and drawings, you know. I'm going to start to connect on the daily chart, the lows and the highs, everybody, and look what is going to happen on the monthly chart. Everybody, look at the monthly chart, okay? What is long term on the daily is short term on the monthly. Make sense? So it really depends on the trading style, you know, swing trader, scalper, day trader, intraday trader, you know, long-term investor, whatever, you know. This is why trading is so confusing in the beginning, because you are going to have a friend and is going to tell you, John, I'm waiting to buy USD JPY. No, I'm waiting to go long on USD JPY. And then you are going to have your friend Jane, and he's going to tell you, you know, say, what? How it's possible that one trader is going long and is going to enter at exactly the same place when some other trader is going to go short? FX Spider, great question. What do you think? It's related to this class. Why do you think? Great question. Everybody, Spider is asking, why short term, why not medium term? The answer lies on the chart. What would be the answer? Great question. What do you think? Is anything that we can read? What is long term? What is short term? What is medium term? So as a beginner trader, this is the challenging part right now, you know, how to decipher what is what on a monthly chart, what is what on the weekly chart, what is what on the daily chart, what is what on the 2-hour chart. Did not touch our medium trend line, so it's still in downtrend. Yes, sir. Short-term downtrend. So one more time, everybody, try not to mix apples with bananas, okay? Spider, talk about the 3 trend lines are going to help us determine, you know, what are we talking about. Make sense? This was an aggressive trend line, the market broke. This was the short-term trend line, the market broke, and the market still moving sideways, you know. And yes, it's true, right? Sometimes it's subject to interpretation, you know. What is short-term for somebody, maybe not short-term for somebody else. But when addressing the 3 trend lines, those are the trend lines that are telling us what is short-term what is medium term and what is long term. Make sense, Spider? It's just a way of vocabulary, you know, how we communicate. You know, from the monthly chart, the market is still up long term and it's still up medium term. Why? Because of the two trend lines. And the market is shorter in a short-term downtrend. Still trying to get? Yes, sir. Just watch these recordings a few times. Now, if we go on the daily chart and we relate our trend lines to the structure, this one would be the long term. Okay. And medium term, let's see if the market broke the medium term. High to, whoops. High to high and change colors and right click settings. Thank you very much, guys. I learned something. Okay. And the aggressive one, right? The aggressive one here. I mean the short term aggressive one here too. Maybe not the best color, orange. Ethereum is gonna dip again. I have no clue, my friend. I have no idea about cryptos, everybody. I can analyze cryptos with the technical knowledge from the Forex market, but I cannot give you suggestions, you know, what to do, okay? I never studied, you know. Can you see, everybody, how the market was moving? And talking about the three trend lines today. The market was moving most likely in the same pace, you know, like this, and then start to fall like dramatically, you know, fast dip, trying to recover another fast dip. So the market was gaining speed. See? Long-term downtrend line, daily chart, don't mix apples with bananas, medium-term downtrend line, short-term downtrend line, and aggressive one. And as we said, everybody, the market many times, when it breaks one trend line, is going to go to the other trend line. Here is going to be the decision-making part. If it breaks the other one, is going to go to the another trend line, and here's going to be another decision-making part. And the market was like this, you know, and decision-making part, you know. What's the time? 5 more minutes, okay? And decision-making part. And we are here right now. So, in conclusion today, everybody, how would you name, let's say that you are analyzing the let's say that you are analyzing USD JPY daily time frame, you know, how would you analyze this one? What would you say? It's in a short-term downtrend, it's in a long-term uptrend. What is USD JPY on the daily chart? In your opinion, you know, there is no right or wrong. Everybody can see how those two, oh, I didn't, from the monthly chart, pay attention, but it would be go short until the market breaks this downtrend line, short downtrend line. So this short-term downtrend line from the monthly, it's a long-term downtrend line on the daily. Say what? This is the challenging part, everybody, as beginner traders. Making sense of our losers, making sense of our entries, making sense of our profit-taking levels. Long term. Daily chart, everybody. So the monthly chart, we are in a long-term uptrend still. We're in a medium-term uptrend still relating to the trend lines, and we are in the short-term downtrend. This is the monthly chart. How would you phrase the daily? With the same knowledge, same concepts, same vocabulary. So let's delete. Question for you, everybody. Is USD JPY on the daily time frame in the short-term downtrend? Yes or no? Is USD JPY on the daily chart in a short-term downtrend? MW, still long-term downtrend. Yes, sir. Congratulations to you. No, correct, Max. Congratulations to you. Is USD JPY daily chart in the medium-term downtrend? So no. So we can also erase, many times when the market breaks something, it's not valid anymore. We can click and delete, click and delete, click and delete. So from the daily standpoint, this is the visual. Everybody. And remember, don't confuse apples with bananas. Today we are addressing the visual and the direction with the trend lines, okay? Confuse structure with the short-term trend, okay? Make sense, everybody? It's in a long-term downtrend on the daily chart, not on the weekly and not on the monthly. The monthly, it's still the grandfather. We are still up. What is going to happen in the future? We don't know. We can use the tools, the knowledge, and try to make the best educated decision possible. Okay, everybody, our time is up. So homework: try to find, identify, and draw the 3 trend lines on every currency pair and every time frame that you are trading. Everybody, this is the homework. You are in a course. We have homeworks. This is the homework. Try to spot, try to find, try to identify the 3 trend lines on the currency pairs of your choice. Try to, okay. And tomorrow we're going to talk about your next level, everybody. Some of you send me email, oh, Passion, do you have anything else, above, anything else, not just the Forex course 101, So tomorrow we're going to talk about the next level, you know. If you are not a beginner yet, if you know everything about this stuff in here, tomorrow we're going to talk about your next. Can you please draw again the trend lines on the daily? DMW tomorrow, okay? Unfortunately, my time is limited. DMW tomorrow, okay? I'm sorry, everybody. I need to go. This is your homework. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.